This is kind of a miscellaneous rack. Oh, I see there's even a radio on board there.
And then we consolidated it. We had that one big platform with all the plywood on. We consolidated that into two. This one and that one.
runs nice.
We run like that all day.
That motor called?
This is a Fairbanks Morris 10 horse.
10 horse Fairbanks Morris. This recording was done the day before the sale on Wednesday. Driving around in style. Robert was recorded for a piece on WDAY TV, and it was played that Wednesday evening.
Take it seriously. I'm south of you, away.
There's a TV station there.
Okay.
We'll take a look at what was played on WDAY right now.
Tonight at 10, why an actual scenario like that one is not unrealistic in our area. It is a step back in time. Hundreds of old John Deere tractors up for auction. Up next on WDAY, see the massive collection near Ulen and how buyers are coming from around the world, not just Minnesota. Plus, enrollment numbers from UND and NDSU. Are they? Just outside of Ulen, Minnesota, one family's rich farming history is about to be on the auction block. The Mikuleski brothers farmed for decades on their rural Becker County land. And they found themselves amassing this, one of the biggest John Deere tractor collections around. During the next 2 days, buyers and collectors from around the world will be bidding and bringing home a piece of the past. Our story tonight from WDAY 6 reporter Kevin Wallaband.
So it should be a lot of life left in it yet.
There is a lot of iron, a sea of green.
Well, you got a pretty awesome lineup here, Robert.
And a collection of John Deere tractors, nearly 160, and family history here on the Mikuleski farm near Ulen.
When would you work on them?
Never out of a job.
Robert is the only surviving brother.
Yeah.
Frank and George have passed on. And so this retired farmer has decided it's time to sell his rows and rows of green tractors, some dating back to the early days of fieldwork.
Isn't going to happen again, I don't think.
The brothers kept the tractors in sheds, some in the woods nearby. They got bit by the collecting bug after they got rid of the milk cows years ago.
Miss it like missing a boil, you know.
In addition, there are more than 200 stationary engines for sale. What our ancestors used to keep the barn and shop running before electricity. There are cast iron tractor seats and Maytag engines, a collection that is the talk of the town.
But the real star of the show, the Waterloo boy. Green is the color of money here. So rare is this piece, it could fetch up to $80,000.
Well, when milk cows went out and the tractors came in, you get rid of the cattle, then they started buying tractors and put them in the Quonsets, and then they built a building, put more in, built a shop to work on them.
Family and auctioneers have spent several weeks preparing for the sale, giving them all time to reflect on the years the Mikuleski brothers spent farming.
They were pretty serious, and they worked and worked and worked.
For Robert, it's time. He lives in assisted living now. And rather than see all these relics just sit in the sheds, why not sell them off?
Sounds good.
And let someone else listen to the sound that helped the brothers plant and harvest their way to success. Near Yuling, Kevin Walvin, WDY 6 News.
Hundreds are expected at that sale, and technology now allows bidders online from across the world. Seifert Auctioneers is prepared to handle live online bidding. The combination of tractors, stationary engines, cast iron tractor seats, and more will attract what is expected to be a historic number of bidders. While a few of the 160 tractors will be bought for parts, most do run and are in good shape. Again, it's a two-day auction, starts tomorrow at 9 a.m. The sale is east of Yulen. You can just follow the auction signs.
And that was played on WDAY TV, and now we'll continue on with my recordings here.
All about, I would say 20 of them are inside. The rest were outside, but majority of them were inside.
So would they tinker with them in the winter, or when did they have, I mean, these guys melt and they farm, so when did they have time to even restore or work on them?
Well, when milk cows went out and the tractors came in, get rid of the cattle, and then they started putting wagon tractors and put them in the Quonset. Built a building, put more in, built a shop to work on them.
And they pretty much stuck with green, it looks like. I see a few, there's a farm here and there, but pretty much John Deere. Huh?
Yeah, pretty much John Deere.
Did they always farm with John Deere too?
That's why I brought time once his first tractor he had, and he said it was a Ford. But then they switched to John Deere and they've been there ever since. Want to do it again? Yeah. Oh, really? Okay.
They happen to be out of fuel.
what could I expect to pay for this? Give me a range.
I'm told by some collectors of steel wheel and that do these fixing on these kinds of machines anywhere from 50 to 80 probably. But you know, everything here is selling down the road. Obviously Robert does not need it, and want to clear things out. We shipped a little full, packed in, some of them kind of in order and some not so much. But it was quite a sight to see when I first met with him, and Todd, the nephew's been very instrumental in helping out with a lot of the mechanic work, and obviously he's the fellow that you're filming.
I'd like to say everything so far was leading up to the sale. This is the day of the sale, and as you can see, there's a lot of cars along the road. There were other parking spots for people, one about a quarter of a mile west of the farm, and another one about 3/4 of a mile west of the farm. So they were shuttled to the sale. And now we'll take a little closer look over the sale area.